here at Couch Banner Podcast. I'm your girl, Sunshine, the visual wordsmith. How y'all be? I'm doing this a little differently, and I'm just going to speak straight from the cuff because it's easier for me to convey my message. As adults, we don't play enough. We don't get lost in the idea of how things could work because we're too busy trying to be in control of the result. The funniest thing that happened to me when I was trying to buy my first house, it had to be in a certain area, have a certain amount of bedrooms for my children. It had to have a backyard, a basement, and a separate area for me to do my client's hair. I got all of those things and got into that house and was unable to do a majority of the things that I wanted to do because we had city ordinances and things to stop me from my creative process. Like I wanted a salon in my sunroom, but they say that you cannot run a business inside your house when you live in a suburban residential area. So I didn't do it. Upon me not doing that, though, I lost so much money and so much time for me to be creative. I allowed things outside of me to dictate how I was going to live my life, which means that I put my hands directly off the wheel. So wherever I was being driven to, I was okay because I was the passenger. The funny thing about turning 40 for most people that they say that people go through a midlife crisis, but really that's just the breakthrough because you're breaking through everything that everyone told you that you couldn't do that you start doing at this age. So if you cut off all your hair or buy a motorcycle or you're in a relationship with someone who's 10 years younger than you or whatever suits your fancy, it's because you're allowing yourself to play the way that people say that you shouldn't play because you're an adult. The funnest times in your life, if you can recall as a child, is when you aimlessly didn't have a plan. You started it and you just started because you just want to start it. It's not about where you're going to end up. The greatest part is the journey. And on this here journey, I wish I would have started this several years ago. I'm an example for so many people that I had no idea about. And all I was doing was just transmuting all of my pain and my frustration in forms of art or in forms of me being silly or me sharing the things that happened to me. But instead of me being serious about what I was saying, I made it upbeat by making light of the seriousness of what happened to me. When you realize that adulthood really doesn't exist, it's just a life experience, so many more things open up for you. You're able to use the innocence of yourself to find out things that you've never knew that you were ignorant about. Even though I have no idea where my life is headed right now, all the plans that I thought I had, I'm just kind of flowing in the wind. Now, that's not to say that I do not have a strategic plan of how I'm going to spend my money, invest, or where I'm living, or any of those things. I'm just saying, instead of me trying to control the outcome, I'm having more fun on the journey to get there. If you're having a hard time doing any of those things, I have one on one sessions that will be available soon. And I show you how to do those things by using effective communication and by mastering self. And that's not just to say that you want to learn what your favorite color is and how you trauma bond with people or what your problems are. It actually gets down to the root of your issue. And you are the solution because you are also the problem. The two things coexist. So hit me up at couchbannerpodcast@gmail.com if you are interested in any of these one-on-one sessions, and we can help unlock the things in you that you put in a vault that you never knew could see the light of day. So until the next time we speak, I want you to manifest daily.